Hello and welcome to my first episode of Hearts of Iron 4. That's actually my second time uploading this video because YouTube thought that my video was hate speech, probably because my thumbnail that featured soldier raising the Nazi flag, but I thought that because the Nazi flag was covered mostly by his body that you would not notice. And I also featured presidents that were at the time their famous speeches, like Churchill in the Beaches speech and Adolf declaring himself as a chancellor, and Franklin D. Roosevelt, the Pearl Harbor attack speech. Well, that doesn't matter. I will try. That's my first video. Now I learned my mistake and will try to upload another time. Let's talk about the plan. Plan to world conquest as the greater German Reich is firstly to eliminate. Firstly, you can read the plan below if you want to follow it or something. You can use that. The first thing you do is eliminate all major ally nations, which is USA and Great Britain, before 1940. You do that before 1940 because they are becoming very strong, especially the United States, and it's becoming a problem to attack them. Firstly, eliminate Great Britain. You need to invade the Netherlands while declaring war on them, and then immediately declare on the Dutch East Indies. To do that faster, you don't need to choose a focus tree, so you can have one more political power for every day. And you declare on the Dutch East Indies so you can satellite as a puppet state of German East Indies. Take out Amsterdam 14 days after declaration, so the date. Take 2 states from the Netherlands, puppet Empire of Dutch Antilles, Suriname Unitary State, German East Indies, and Reichskommissariat Niederlande. Then you make 10 troops, naval invade the port near Norwich. That's very important because Dover is mostly very guarded. The port that is in far left, I don't remember how it's called, is very hard to attack from there. So you also send small paratroops. I did a division that has only 1 paratroop all over Lower England, where the air superiority can reach from the airports from Netherlands. After that, for making a lot of paratroopers, you actually need to make a lot of divisions, so you can break the special forces limit. For that, you just make a small division, create many of them, and then replace them with the paratroopers. The puppets that you make earlier from the Netherlands are gonna distract the navy, so you want them to join the war, and the paratroopers will distract the divisions that garrison the ports from the ports to all over England, so you can land, and then you send all your army to there. But I actually save 1 army for the Maginot Line with France, so if they join the war, they will not destroy me. And after winning, I released 1 state of Dover as the puppet British Empire, purely for the navy, not more than that. I actually thought, because of my when I tested, Canada participated more and I could annex Canada, which made war with the United States easier, but when recorded that did not happen. But I could satellite to the British Raj. I think Australia also. Yeah, I think Australia also could satellite, I guess, or annex. I guess annex, because I don't remembering lowering their autonomy. Well, after that, you eliminate the USA. How you do that? You move all the troops to the island of Newfoundland, because Canada didn't participate that match, and you make 10 troops naval invade in New England. I thought at first that Providence was a good choice, but later with spies from the La Resistance DLC, I saw that Boston was not guarded. Canada and France declared war, and Italy joins me over time. The United States almost won, actually, when they naval invaded New York and pushed through Toronto and cut me from supplies, but that was fixed, and Czechoslovakia declared war, and that was a bit of a problem. I was not really ready for that. One army did make a front line with them, but that was to slow them down if a radical thing like that would happen, and it happened. So the army slowed them down, but they were near Berlin, and I needed to send an army. I sent an army, and that made somewhat of a stalemate. In the USA and Canada, I was moving a little bit, but the Ausschluss plan from the focus tree really helped me, because you take Austria by diplomatic manners, and from there I could attack from the south border that was unguarded of Czechoslovakia. And like that, they sent all the troops to the south, but the north was not guarded. So it was easy to take out Czechoslovakia. Then all of those European troops moved to France and through Belgium, like the Schlieffen plan. So after taking out the USA, and firstly Canada and then USA, actually Mexico was joined into the war through Canada. That was really, I was not expecting that, but that wasn't really a problem because it's not a major country. And taking out France and USA ended the war, which I could take pretty much almost everything. I don't know, I don't remember Italy taking something, but they probably took something, right? I think in Africa they took something. And so I needed to go to a war. I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking, that could be a problem. I'm sorry about that. So I needed to attack Italy, become too big, which happened in my test games, that I left Italy to the end, but they were almost as strong as me, which was a problem. So I took them out, and then took all of Europe except of Spain and the Balkans and Scandinavia, so I can be close to Soviet Union, which they actually started a war with Poland before me. That did slow things down, but it wasn't really a problem, because when I was in war with the US, I declared war in Iran and Iraq, which has a border with the USSR around the Caspian Sea, which is very important because the Soviets don't really like to guard those borders, only the European border, which is a big mistake by the Soviet Union. Because yeah, in the European border it pretty much was a stalemate. They actually even took some provinces, but in the south I really moved really fast, and also I never invaded near Leningrad, which also helped. Taking out Russia wasn't a problem there, and with Japan I just made a lot of front lines, attacked, it wasn't a problem. The naval invaded in the mainland, which is very easy with Japan because they don't really guard the mainland, just like British Empire, just even easy. After that, just taking the whole world with it's just small countries shouldn't be a problem, and then the Axis, you just kick them from the faction and destroy them. South America was a stalemate for a long time, but naval invasion near Rio de Janeiro really helped. The last country was New Zealand, which actually was a problem, but naval invasions, a bunch of them all over New Zealand, really helped. And that was it. That was the plan. It worked quite well. It just wasn't really the fastest. I ended like in 1956, I think, something like that. Took me 10 man hours to do so, which is probably was like 4 days. When it's in the end game, it's really just, it's dragged, especially the stalemate with South America and New Zealand. That wasn't really fun. But yeah, that was it. The greater German Reich, like Adolf imagined. And so thank you for watching. Leave a like. I will upload more Hearts of Iron 4 time lapses. If you want me to do something else, I'm open to it. Strategy games will be the main thing in his channel. Stick around for the next episode. It will be Timelapse of Italy, reviving the Roman Empire. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.